I think that's disgusting.
Am I ever grossed out?
What grosses me out?
I'm trying to think of the last thing that really turned my stomach.
I gross out fairly easily.
I am frequently grossed out by the things that happen in the lab. Sometimes I can't really watch the first part of the show.
I don't like gross stuff, like flesh and blood and maggots and vomit.
The only thing on the show that really got me last year, we pulled the girl's eyeball out of her head, and then we had to shoot another piece of it 3 or 4 days later, so they played it back for us, how it was going to look on the show. And once you see it with like the glistening goo and this noise of the... That got me. That I did a little... Give me a second. I'm gonna be fine.
We had this one guy who was about to turn into the porcupine kind of monster. And we were interviewing another person that we believe had been infected with the same chemical, and then all of a sudden start vomiting this blood. That was horrific. I had to walk away and take a deep breath.
If there's one thing that grosses me out, it's somebody who's infected with something that's supposed to be a biological weapon and having them puke on somebody else. I really can't stand that.
Oh, dear God, that is putrid.
The biggest gross out that I ever had was the episode with the super worms. And so we had to do this scene with this guy in a body bag, and he had to be zipped up in that body bag for a few minutes with the worms on him.
Make it a bucket.
I'm gonna be sick.
2 buckets.
I mean, that was gross to see. Can you imagine being that guy? I know, it's awesome.
The gross out is watching some of the things that have happened, say, to Anna. Some of the pain that she's gone through.
No!
One week you might have a where you pine in a plane. The next week you might have people's brains oozing out of their nose. Another week a girl's head might explode onto a plate glass door. You know, you never know. It's a smorgasbord of disgusting things here on Fringe. All yours. Liquid brains.
Oh, fantastic. I'll get the bone saw.